Here is an airplane loaded with smart design, a rugged airframe, crisp handling, and impressive performance, all wrapped up in a neat and attractive package. Built by a company famous for quality airtime. The inspiration for the S-18 was to develop a trainer for the S-17 single-place Stinger. After all, what better way to ensure your flying success than to train in its big brother? As a single-seater, the Stinger offers spunky performance and handling. Short takeoffs and brisk climbs are the order of the day. Often, two-place descendants are nothing more than overblown singles with lackluster performance. This was something our designers wanted to avoid. The S-18 had to have performance and handling as close to the single as possible. That's not a small task, but the S-18 design team at RANS had a few tricks up their sleeves. Like the S-17, the design is based around a hand-welded cage of 4130 chromoly steel, each tube precisely cut to shape by high-tech computer-driven mitering machines. The cage is the base of the design, forming both the foundation of the plane and the fixture to build around. Builders find the S-18 as a fast build because of this self-fixturing feature, saving time and assuring an accurate aircraft to boot. Being of the same configuration as the single-seater meant the S-18 would also be a tail dragger, but there were two ways to go on the seating, should it be side-by-side or tandem. Both arrangements offer advantages, but the tandem was chosen because it would best simulate the single-seater. For a pilot new to open-air flying, jumping into the single for the first time could be disorienting. There are few indicators of the aircraft's attitude. The pilot could unwarily be climbing or diving. A few flights in a tandem would allow these new pilots to become familiar with this stark flying environment. Building tough landing gear is often a shortcoming of these very light planes. This was not going to be an area where the RANS design team would make trade-offs. A rugged one-piece aluminum landing gear was selected. Not only does it offer a durable undercarriage, but it has the added benefit of simple and quick assembly. Completing the structure of the fuselage is a large aluminum tube tail boom. This clean, simple design did not come easy, for inside this massive tube is a dash of RANS high-tech wizardry. To bring up the strength of the tube, a doubler was required, so special tooling was developed to insert and bond another layer of metal in the exact location required. Additional doubler plates are used to increase strength around the attachment points. For building convenience, the boom comes with many holes pre-drilled. The task of drilling these holes in their exact location is assigned to this high-tech drilling machine, another unique tool used to build the RANS family of planes. The tail grouping is from the S-12XL. The double cable-braced tail plane features stainless steel hinges, adjustable incidents, and folds for storage. Trimming the S-18 for hands-off flight is accomplished through a trim tab, operated from the front seat by this small lever. A heavy-duty tail wheel and spring allow full swivel action, and steering caps off the tail. The highly proven wing from the S-12XL provides lift on the S-18. The wing features differential ailerons that reduce the adverse yaw to a minimum and flaps that allow dramatically steep approaches. Keeping an eye on the engine is easy with the standard dual-cylinder head and exhaust gas temp gauges. The instrument panel is minimal in size. However, an expanded version is available with room for avionics and additional flight and engine gauges. The standard nose pod serves as wind protection, a mount for a compass, and an optional cargo pod. The sheet metal belly fares in the pod and forms floorboard areas. Mounted to the left side of the belly pan is the 3-position manually operated flap lever. The great control harmony that is typical of the S18 starts at the control stick. The dual system is well adorned with ball bearings and fittings to transfer the pilot's inputs with as little friction and play as possible. Seating is adjustable in both fore and aft positions and very comfortable. You may recognize the seats on this plane as those used on our line of recumbent bikes. And why not? They're very light, strong, and comfortable. Mounting up the S18 is simple if you know at least one of the 2 best ways to enter the plane. A step is provided for the feet first method. An alternate method is to back in using the tire as a step and the frame as a handhold. Either way you enter the plane's front seat, the exit is the same, simply swing your legs over the stick and slide out. Rear seat entry favors a right side entry also. The best method here is to step over the frame and sit down. Just do the reverse to exit the craft. Once you're seated, it's time to buckle up. Being an open airplane, pilot and passenger security is assured with these very substantial 4-point restraints. They adjust with the typical sliders, but for extra security, give the second waistband a few pumps on this ratchet lever. As we say, you'll feel like you're welded to the airframe. In the air, the S18 is a lively performer with well-balanced controls and a solid feel. Several design features combine to give the Stinger 2-place its fun handling. The wing and tail have very smooth and tight coverings of pre-sewn Dacron. Without tight skins, the S18 would not fly or handle so well. RANS not only has very skilled seamstresses, but also incorporates some very ingenious devices to tension the skins. At the root of each wing is a tensioning rib. The skin attached to this rib is then tensioned using the 2 retaining bolts. The same system, only on a smaller scale, is used on the aileron and flaps. The tension on the skins is equal to traditional dope and fabric wings and results in enhanced performance. Simple slip-on and snap or lace-tight methods are used on the tail group where the precise sewing really pays off. Both the vertical and horizontal stabilizers are adjustable for trimming, as are the aft lift struts to fine-tune wing twist. So having a perfect flying S18 is as simple as turning a few screws here and there. From the very first liftoff of the S-18 Stinger, it was apparent this new plane would be a charmer. It is simply a delight to fly, being more than the sum of the parts, either borrowed or created new. The S-18 is par excellence in open-air flying. The Rand's S-18 Stinger II is a multitude of refined features and clever design. It is a plane that is easy to build, easy to fly, and last but surely not least, it is easy to own. Take a look at the long list of standard features and the level of finish, and you can rest assured your S-18 will be a project that's within reach and a project you will enjoy for many years to come. Rands has been producing kit planes since 1983 and supports a worldwide network of owner flyers. Many who have opened that big plywood crate were first-time builders who have gone on to second and even third Rands aircraft. A wonderful world of fun flying is awaiting you. Schedule your demo today. Check out the latest at Rands on our website at www.rands.com.
That's pretty corny. Oh, listen. Oh! Wow, that was a fast pan.
Serious? I thought that was slow.